over here on Terrorist. Pistol rounds, we have armor coming in from Luzzer and Aaron and Pulse. Weber and Mighty Max seem content. Got Diffuse coming in from UKCSGO, Weber's got the armor as well. And on the Terrorist side, we have armor on everyone apart from Zati, who's got some bit of utility to help him out. So it looks like HAVU are going straight into B. They're pushing very hard into Trophy Room. So much so that there's a bit of pushing back. HAVU is making a name for himself over there. Sorry, I keep calling HAVU. Weber gets absolutely messed up as 3 HAVU players all just gang around him. Azati here is playing a very passive angle. Luzzer has no idea he's there, and he takes him out with 1 headshot with the Glock. And Zati takes down Luzzer, and Otom takes down Aaron. Pulse is in vents here. He's just... Oh, it's been opened already. He sees over there, very far in the distance, he sees Flexi, but doesn't try to get the go. Kern takes down Pulse, who was getting a bit nosy. Flexi is watching there. Mighty Max is just around the corner. Takes down the window, a small nose there, and gets taken out from it. That is 5 kills for HAVU and 1 kill for Endpoint. Now, I don't think Endpoint are going to spend any money. They fought a Deagle and a 5-7. And okay, never mind. I retract my statement. I was wrong. Looks like they're force buying pistols to try and either... I mean, sure, a decoy, interestingly enough, from Aaron. Okay, I want to see how he uses that. That must have been an accidental... Oh, no. Oh, it's a fake flash. He's using it. He's either using it as a fake flash or to try and just put them off while in the smoke. The bomb goes down on A site. Looks like HAVU have a very clear foothold here. They're just spamming through the smoke, see if they can stop any pushes coming in. Not that there are any, but they don't know that. And you can see here, Weber does not want any of the action. I'm going home, guys. See you later. I've got my SWAT car all packed up. Aaron, eager to join him. And Luzzer being picked out. There was no chance. Are these two going to be spotted? It doesn't look like it. It looks like HAVU are they either know they're there and don't want to try and push him, or they don't know where they are and would rather not take on the fight anyway. It looks like Endpoint lose the second round to HAVU. HAVU here with an interesting buy. We have 2 MAC-10s, 1 UMP and 2 AKs. And on the Endpoint team we have a few pistols, but nothing significant. They're trying to just keep the money. Maybe after the 3rd round on this 4th round they'll have enough money to buy rifles, and then we'll see some interesting players coming out from them. We have 2 players coming all the way up onto Heaven. Kern, it's more than 2 players. Pulse takes down Kern, Ulib takes down Pulse in return, and Mighty Max takes down Ulib for that. So 2 trades coming in, with Endpoint, 1 more player, and the advantage. Player-wise, at least. Looks like HAVU are going to be rotating towards B. Their Endpoint... Oh, it looks like Zati's going to be lurking. He's coming up to Heaven. And he spots Mighty Max somehow and manages to take him out. What a reaction on the UMP. Aaron spotting around with his 5-7. How's it gone for the CZ? Reflexy, a lot of noise has gone down on B. Looks like Reflexy's just going to plant an A, keep it safe. Aaron spots out Zati fantastically with the 5-7, only 3 shots going in. We have Reflexy there. Oh wow, Reflexy with a double nade. Weber and Luzzer get caught out on their low HP. Incredible play from him. Flashman goes in trying to catch up Aaron. He flashes him and he takes on the headshot. 3-0 to HAVU. What an amazing grenade there from Reflexy. And he buys up another HE. That works. I'll do that again. Wow, I bet he feels lucky. It's so satisfying to get a grenade kill in CSGO. I can imagine it's even more so in the ESEA leagues. Shadow Dagger's Doppler. Don't I wish. Endpoint here with a full buy. Luzzer on the orb and everyone else with their M4s. And over here, Otto ND has an orb. And all the other players have their AKs. Kern is going in quite harsh. Luzzer's falling back. He wants to hold a bit more of a passive angle. See if he can get someone. He sees somebody. He gets the kill. What a flick from Luzzer. But that's all. He's going to fall back. And see if he can get it from a different angle. Oh, he punishes Reflexy, and Uliv manages to trade the kill. Pulse gets Otten, and then Zati takes down Pulse in retaliation. We have 3 for Endpoint in terms of players, and only 2. We have an AWP for Zati, and no AWP for Endpoint. Uliv just quietly pattering around Garage. Don't want to make any noise. Zati's holding a very passive angle in secret. They do have the bomb. However, I'm not sure if they're actually going to push for any plant. I think HAVU want Endpoint to push them, but it looks like Endpoint do not want to do that. They know exactly the problems in doing that, and they want to try and play this safe and put their name on the board, because currently we have no points for Endpoint. Feels weird saying that twice in a row. Uliv walking around outside towards ladder to heaven, checking all of his angles. Very smart. Zati has swapped his AWP for an M4. A lot of players do this in clutch situations. Endpoint, are playing very passively here. They're not pushing at all. They're just watching angles. They don't want to try and risk their lives or their weapons. A few grenades are going on. Endpoint all on A seem to be, oh my god, they're on B. We didn't think of this, or they probably did. They probably hoped it wouldn't happen. And the bomb has gone down, resetting the timer. Weber and Mighty Max are coming in from the ramp approach, and it looks like Aaron is coming in from defense, and he gets taken down by Uliv. Unlucky for him. Zati and Uliv are still alive. Zati is actually in Toxic. I was talking about that earlier. Not a fan. Uliv's sitting in vent still. He gets the spray down on Weber from a distance. Zati and Mighty Max know exactly where each other are. Oh, maybe Mighty Max doesn't. He is flash, he has to retreat, he's getting out there, he's going to keep his weapons. Maybe he can get them as they're trying to get away from the bomb, but for now he's very happy with staying alive. Yeah, he's just watching it to see if any of the players try and follow him out. They do not. 4-0 to HAVU, but we have seen in previous rounds, these can go any way. It doesn't matter how far in the lead you are, it's very easy to claw it. Well, it's not very easy to claw it back, but these teams are very capable of doing so. We've seen that in the previous round, when on Train we had 10-5 Endpoint to HAVU. And it came out to 12-16 as a final score. It might have been 13-16, so not all hope is lost for Endpoint. A bad start doesn't mean a bad game. Zati here doing the boost up to Silo. And there, he's in mini, he's going to move on to bomb site A. And see, they're all setting up on outside. We've got the AWP on there on Auto ND, looking into Garage. The frag goes in. See if anyone's lurking. They aren't. Not a lot of utility for the Endpoint side, or weapons for that matter. However, the HAVU side have weapons and utility and armour for days. Weber's very patiently watching on ramp, see if he can just try and spot somebody trying to come round to B side. He doesn't, he's going to move on. HAVU manages to see that Mighty Max. Pulse and Mighty Max get 2 kills, but it doesn't matter because Osborne and Kern repeat their mistakes. The Deagle and the AK. We only have 2 down for Endpoint with 3 for HAVU. 2 Deagles versus 2 AKs and an AWP. They're defending very awkward angles. Oh, Weber manages to take down HAVU. He doesn't go for the weapon. He's going to keep his deagle. He knows he's good with it, and he doesn't want to go out and try and risk his life for it. Does he know that there's anyone on site? Well, luckily for the people on site, there isn't. So we have very quiet into secret here. Pushing very slowly onto B. There's no one on B for the Endpoint team. This is what happened last round. They're going to have to retake if the bomb goes down, and it's very likely it will in this situation. Weber and Aaron are very stubborn when they're trying to hold these sites. Door goes open for Zati. He gets the bomb down. Weber is coming down ramp, and Aaron will be following him soon. Here he comes. 2 Deagles against an AWP and an AK. They're just trying to shoulder peek, see if they get anyone out. However, Zati and Otto and D are playing very passively back in vents. They're waiting for the bomb plant to go down. Defuse comes in. Aaron manages to pop Zati. What an incredible headshot. Defuse comes back on again. Aaron manages to spot out and kill Otto ND. Does it? Oh, hang on a minute. Is Weber going to be able to get that plant down in time? He gets it. Nerves of steel. He defused it with 0.1 seconds remaining, according to CSGO. Incredible. I would have buggered up and ran, but I suppose there's a lot more at stake here. We have Endpoint coming in with 4 rifles and an AWP, with recovered AK-47, which is going to do very well against the head armor of the Finnish team. With 5 AKs for HAVU. Molotov goes down with a smoke to cancel it out and a HE to finish it off. Ulib is just watching up here on silo and he drops down to roof and he's going to go down to the outside area. Aaron is sitting right on very sneaky spot on A site. He's going to be lurking, seeing if he can pop anyone out. Weber is on ramp. He's got his M4. He knows exactly where they're going to be, when they're going to be, and he sees one. Doesn't quite get the kill, but he does manage to get a little bick on Osson and D. Excuse me. My max on Catwalk is still called Catwalk. That's why I call it Catwalk. I assumed it would be. However, there is no Catwalk there, so they're going to have to find a new name for it. Heading towards red container. Paul's looking at Mini, looking back at Joe from area. Aaron looking at Mini. He doesn't know anyone's there, but Kern is there, and if he holds that angle, hopefully when Kern tries to push it, he's going to be able to get the shot on him. Rene's coming in for A site. The flashbang on Aaron, it causes him his life. As the same White Max is taking down Luzzer, manages to get the kill on Ozun and then on Kern. Incredible from heaven. Misses the flashbang, doesn't get flashed, and he gets the flick on Ulib. Pol's there with the M4 kill for Zarty. What an incredible flick. You barely even see the kill. How does he do that? Madness. These AWPers. Madness. Going in here, we have Endpoint with a 4-buy, and we have 2 AKs that were salvaged from the previous rounds. And HAVU on the back foot here, now with 3 Glocks, a CZ, and a Deagle. And they get instantly taken down. Reflexy gets killed by Luzzer with the AWP on outside from Garage. Not so indeed, does not want to have a go with that. Luzzer takes down the jumping Kern. Ulib on headshot with the CZ on Aaron, and then the Deagle also ND on Pulse. But from a distance, Mighty Max takes down Ulib and Otto ND from the AK from heaven. And Weber spots Zarty there. Luzzer knows exactly where he is. He has the AWP. He doesn't want to engage in that distance, but it's okay because Weber has his back. He's going to be following, and he gets the kill. Fantastic headshot, bringing the score 3-4 in favour of HAVU. We still have the 1 AK recovered from previous rounds for Endpoint, and 5 AK setup coming in from HAVU. Lots of grenades, lots of armour. Both sides. Fuse kits all around for Endpoint. They don't want anything going wrong here. They have the money. We're going to spend it. 5 grand on Luzzer there. Aaron playing very lurky. He's just waiting, watching them, listening for any noise that's going to give him a hint as to where they are. He heard the door squeaky open. He looked, there wasn't open. They must have closed it. He opens it again. He gets Molotov out of position and taken out by also ND. Unlucky for him. Flag's taking a bit of fire damage. Luzzer AWPing from heaven. He's down to 22 HP. Reflexy manages to get Pulse, and Mighty Max takes out Ulib in return. Kern on Mighty Max, which leaves Endpoint with only 2 players left in this round against HAVU's 3. Flashman goes into heaven. So with his 1 frag. Watching down. Defuse kit in case things go nasty. Weber in mini. Flashman goes in. Doesn't do him any favours as Zarty gets him through a wallbang. Luzzer retreats, but to no prevail as Zarty manages to come round, knows exactly where he's going, aims and fires and kills him. Unlucky to Luzzer. 5-3 to HAVU. Double AWP stab coming from Endpoint here, with pistols to back them up and possibly pick up the AWP. If they go down, I would think that's exactly what they're doing. Looks like a very aggressive outside push from HAVU. Mighty Max gets smoked out of position. Flashbangs over to try and catch him off guard. Kern is devastatingly flashbang, but he makes it into secret, where Luzzer is going to be waiting for him with the AWP. However, Kern sees his arm, and dinks them down to 12 HP. As they're falling back onto site here, he knows they're on site, he sees the doors open, he doesn't quite get the pick as Kern takes him down. Also ND taking down Weber on ramp there. Pulse almost onto the flames, but getting taken out instead. We only have an AWP and a 5-7 for the Endpoint team with against 4 AKs. It was a risky move, only buying these powerful one-shot weapons. It didn't pay off in the end. I'll just be optimistic, it still could. If you are joining us just now, this is the third map in the ESEA against Endpoint and HAVU. Endpoint won the first map, HAVU won the second. The first map was Inferno, and the second map was Train. And you have joined us on the third map being Nuke. Winner takes all of the BO3. The bomb goes off, the players retreat. Doesn't look like they're going to be taking any frags either side. We have 2 AWPs coming in from Endpoint here. 5 AKs for HAVU. Use the grenades. Not a utility on the Endpoint side. See a pulse spam through the smoke. He actually does dink Kern, but not by much. Sitting by Squeaky. Ulib and Reflexy ready for some sort of push coming in from Trophy. Lots of peeks him. Doesn't like his odds. He managed to take down Reflexy. Ooh, he does a cheeky little peek. He gets flashbanged. He's currently milked. He's blind. You can't see. Pulse is coming around. Can he? Oh, and he takes down Zarsi. What a fantastic play. Picks up an AK and then punishes Ulib. Unfortunately, Osmo ND was behind him. He knew exactly what was happening because of his team's info. Osmo ND throws in the flashbang. Doesn't get Buzzer. However, neither of them get the kill. Kern is lurking around here. He takes down the wounded Luzzer. The 2 pistols again coming in from Endpoint, Aaron and Weber, sitting on the 5.7 and the P250, and then obviously the AWP from Mighty Max. Weber takes down HAVU, Kern with his P250, whereas Otto ND decides to put down the bomb. In default plan. Oh, Mighty Max is there, and he sees him, takes down the plant. Guys, I was having a bit of a microphone issue, but I've sorted out. Sorry, yes. So Otto ND with the AWP and Luzzer with the AWP, as we've seen previously in many rounds before. Looks like a pretty normal setup for Endpoint. They've got 2 on A, 1 on B, and then outside and ramp. It looks like. Aaron and Pulse holding these angles. They can't see anyone, but they have a lot of grenades going through the roof, in fact, but it doesn't seem to affect Aaron, so he's not even going to bother looking. But that means they do know there is at least one player sitting on top. Reflexy goes into garage and takes down Mighty Max, unluckily for him. Lozza is ready for him in secret, but it doesn't look like he's going to get any luck. But there doesn't see much action happening at ramp, so he decides to rotate round. Aaron on site. Zarsi is going to be coming round. Looks like Kern manages to get the jump on Pulse as he goes up through heaven. And Weber here comes up behind Kern and gets him on the ladder. Unluckily, Reflexy manages to take him out. Aaron takes out on D, and Reflexy takes down Aaron in return. Bomb goes down on A site. only Luzza with the orb. Can he take down 2 players? He takes down 1, takes down Zarty. He's only got Reflexes to go. He's on 9 HP, but does he know that? He could take him out with a pistol shot if he needed to. He sees him jump across. He knows which one he's behind. 2 flashbacks down, and unluckily for Luzza, Reflexy manages to get the headshot on him. I bet he's feeling like $1 million right now. And he gets the orb for Otto and D. Does Reflexy. Looks like a full buy coming in from HAVU. And Endpoint. They seem to be spending their money on. They're desperately trying to get Luzza and Weber behind the orbs. Mighty Max seems to pick them up if he needs to. But it's an interesting. They're spending all their money on the orbs, and then the other players are just there to back him up. Otto and D takes down Luzza. That's 1 orb down for the Endpoint team. And the backup isn't there to trade or pick up the orb or whatever, so it looks like HAVU might be able to just sit on it. This is ours now. We're not going to take it, but we're going to just keep it so you can't have it. Weber takes down Khan. Aaron sitting there, he's just watching through. Ulip ready for Mighty Max's push on Secret from an incredibly odd off angle. Also, ND gets he gets orbed down to 17 HP. That must have been a leg shot. It was from a very long distance as well. Aaron and Pulse coming in from Trophy towards ramp. They hear footsteps. They're not friendly. Just joking. Yes, they are. No, they're not. Aaron and Pulse. Aaron takes down Ulib and Pulse retaliates with the Reflexy. Looks like the 2 Endpoint lads are on point. Pun intended. Zarty takes down Pulse in retaliation. Aaron takes down Zarty. Which means there is only 1 player left on the HAVU side. 17 HP, but he has an AWP. Weber very quietly coming in behind him from vents. Do they know where he is, though? That's the question. He hears something. Weber heard something. He hears the plant going down. Now's the time to move, guys. Do they know how much HP he's on? Well, Weber has his pistol out, so I'd assume so. But it doesn't matter because Aaron gets the kill. Weber down there. Neither of them have a defuse kit. What's he doing? He's just figuring out which one the defuse button is. He's tried them all. He's finally got it. Weber defuses the bomb. Hold on. Fantastic play. Fantastic clutch from Endpoint there. So again, we see Luzza and Weber with the orbs. It's like a protect the orb comp. 1 orb left ahead for, I assume, for Weber. Yep. And then HAV again on the back foot with P250s, Glocks, and CZs. You don't want to be using those against Luzza with an orb. Here's Weber with an orb. They're all coming trophies. He takes down Zarty and he falls back because he knows there are a lot more to come. Weber takes down Ulib. Otton takes down Mighty Max. Pulse and Mighty Max take down Reflex and Kern respectively. Otton take on Weather, which means HAVU only have 1 player left. The grenade goes in. He takes the damage and finally gets finished off by Pulse. What a fantastic play by Endpoint. Perfectly executing them, taking them down to their final health. Fantastic. Six-7. What an incredible game this has been. We saw, in the second game, HAVU basically wiping the floor with Endpoint. But in the first game, obviously you guys haven't seen it, because I was unable to cast it due to PC reasons, but if you're watching the Go TV, you would have seen Endpoint towards the very end were dominating HAVU, and it looked like they're going to win the entire game. But then Inferno came in, and it was, oh god, Endpoint are inting, they're not doing too well. But here we can see them coming back very well. They didn't do too well in the first few rounds, but it's round 14 and they're almost neck and neck, and it's almost game half. So it looks like these guys have found their groove, and they remembered why they picked CT on this map. So here, on that cat area, can I still call it cat? I'm going to call it cat anyway. Zarty throws a Molotov in from the roof. Aaron takes down Reflexy as he sees him through the smoke in a bit of a strange position in mini. And he takes down Austin and D, sees where the bomb is, he falls back to Sneaky. Kern's aware of the little shenanigans going on up there. Aaron manages to get a dink on who was that, on Zarty, sorry. Ulib sees Luzza up to heaven, and he sees Pulse, And, oh my god, Zarty managed to take down Aaron, which leaves only Weber and Mighty Max, M4s only, against a damaged HAVU team. None of them have full HP, but they do have flashbangs. One of them has just been used. A flashbang comes in through vents. Kern knows exactly where Mighty Max is. And, looks like Weber managed to take down Zarty, so they know where he is as well. It's not looking too good for the Endpoint team. Mighty Max gets executed in the vents. Weber is the last chance. He fires in a flashbang. Tries to pre-fire there. Doesn't quite work. Ulib has a number on him. Oh, he's managed to move out quite far. They know this, but Kern doesn't quite know where he's at. He's spotted him, he has his number down, and he kills him. Well done, HAVU. If I'm pronouncing HAVU wrong, I would love to know. Please let me know how to pronounce it. If you're on the Twitch chat, say hi. I'd like to hear how you guys think about the game so far. So we're going out. Endpoint have an interesting buy. Wow, okay. We've got the M4. Mighty Max gets taken down with the ULIP headshot from the AK. And Pulse retaliates with the CZ kill. You see the terrorist going on outside. Pulse sticking in the smoke in bomb site A, running into mini. He takes down Kern. Aaron takes down Ulib. And Reflexy retaliates on Pulse with a headshot from the wall. And again on Aaron. It's a double kill for him. Lazar and Weber, Deagle and UMP versus M4 and AK. Never thought I'd see the day. Weber has a really good position, but not the weapon for the job. Reflexy knows exactly where he is, and he shuts him down. Only left Lazar. We know what he can do with the Deagle, though. This guy is insane with his flick shots. He only needs one bullet against these head-armored opponents. Oh, but and somehow Lazar gets the shot off on Reflexy. I guess he didn't have very good reflexes. Okay, when am I getting fired for my bad puns? Doesn't matter. Because... Okay. This is around half, right? Yeah, it is. Okay, thank God. I was gonna say, for a moment I thought they just all relapsed and started just... They got back into silver. There we go. So we have them swapping around. The crickets are going off as they spam right click. Endpoint are on the terrorist side this time, which leaves HAVU to be counter-terrorists. How much noise can we make to annoy the caster? That's what they're saying right now. We have armor coming in for basically all of HAVU, and the same for Endpoint, with a few grenades on Mighty Max, whereas Zarty has decided to go for the defuse kit. We see ramp being held by 3 players from HAVU here, and it's a decimation here. Oh, and HAVU managed to sweep the floor. They just take them all out too quickly for me to be able to even just announce it. I was trying to figure out what was going on, and I looked up in the top corner and there's so many names. Oh my goodness me. Hopefully you can make sense of that in your own heads. Looks like Endpoint are going to be forcing with Lazar's scout. Interesting. Leaving them on almost no money. And HAVU have bought eco weapons, 2 M4s, which aren't eco weapons, but that's fine. Full armor, they can afford it, why not? If they're confident enough to win. Ooh, Lazar trying to get the little cheeky snipe there on Kern. Kern is taken down by Pulse in the end. They did get dinked by Lazar. The Deagle finishes him off. And our favourite software has decided to stop working, and it's working again, I hope. I was just shoulder peeking there into secret. Ooh, oh, I want to go back to that. What's going on here? Zarty's just peeking into outside. He decides to give up. He's not having any of that. I don't know if he saw them, heard them, or just had a bad instinct, but he's walking away from that fight. And he's walking away alive. Smart man. Lazar dinking down Otto ND. Mighty Max giving it a go this easy, but he's going to fall back. Aaron with the Deagle looks like he's going to be seeing Otto ND up on the Cat. It was 31 HP thanks to Loz's scout attempt. Zarty takes down Loza though, the main driving force, and he gets down Pulse, unluckily. And Aaron retaliates by killing AutoND and gaining himself an M4. Mighty Max takes down Zarty, taking his weapon as well. CZs are doing their job. Flexi takes down Mighty Max. He had 12 HP and he didn't know he was there. There's not a lot he could really do. And on site for A now, Weber's getting the bomb down. Uliv takes down Aaron, which means Weber knows where he is, but it doesn't matter because he can't take him down. 11-6 to HAVU. Remember, this is the third round in the best of 3. Whoever wins this takes all. And doesn't mean Endpoint are going to lose. In fact, we saw them 10. We saw this exact scenario earlier on. It was 10-5 to Endpoint, and HAVU managed to get in fast and win. So, who says Endpoint can't do it? Kern on Loza back on Kern. With Pulse doing the primary killing. Looks like they're just going down into defense. There's a big slaughterhouse here because HAVU has managed to clean the floor faster than I can even figure out what is going on. It seems Endpoint are bunching too close together, allowing HAVU to just spray them down, taking them all one by one. There must be more tactics to play here. Obviously, I don't know what they're saying to each other. They're going in 12-6 to HAVU. Endpoint here, got a few, is that jump? I didn't know there were a lot of jump points in the ESEA. But he manages to set up a few grenades up here. AutoND is just sitting right on top of Hut. Endpoint going around outside onto Secret. However, who is that sitting all the way back there? I'm sure Kern can hear them. And he's going to be telling his team, right, they're going down Secret. Oh, was that a fake though? That would be incredibly smart if they faked going down Secret. Waiting for him to pop round. Yes, it looks like they have. And unfortunately Kern was ready for them. Not for the second one though. Pulse takes him down with a headshot with the AK. Nice trade there coming in. Uliv does not want to take that fight, but it looks like he's going to anyway actually, never mind. He peeks and he gets the kill on Aaron. Does he know there's a second player there? He seems to. And he takes down Pulse, which leaves only Loza and Weber. Loza and... yeah, no, Loza takes down Reflexi and Uliv at the same time. He's got hands on the bomb. He's jumping up cat area. I'm not allowed to call that a cat anymore, I don't think. AutoND seems to know where he's going to end up. However, Loza doesn't. He's gone the other way, which is fine actually. He's going to go take the bomb to B, probably a bit safer. He's only got 20 seconds on the clock, so whatever he does, he has to make it quick. Hopefully the music's going to kick him and remind him that he hasn't got all day. 10 seconds now on the clock. Only now we see Loza trying to get the plant down, doesn't quite get it down in the smoke. As Zarty knows exactly what's going on and sprays him down instead. I'm disappointed, I haven't heard Loza's voice chat yet. Welcome everybody. If you just joined us from the third map, let me know what's going on in the Twitch chat. Hope you guys are enjoying the stream. As we are joined on the third map. Endpoint won the first on Inferno, and HAVU won the second on Train, and we are currently on the third on Nuke. HAVU are only 3 rounds away from winning. Endpoint have a bit of a climb to do. However, these grenades coming in from HAVU are definitely stopping Endpoint from moving, but they're not actually damaging them in any way. I've seen them all coming in here near to see. He also manages to snipe down Pulse. Uliv and also ND, and Uliv again get kills on Aaron, Loza and Mighty Max. Weber retaliates with also, and Weber gets enough Flexi, but he gets taken down ultimately by Kurt. Again, you see what I mean with the bunching up? They're so close together that HAVU barely needs to aim. They can just stare down their barrel and just keep pulling the trigger until they all fall down. It's unfortunate because Endpoint went in this really, really strong. No matter, as we are joined in the 6th round of the second half. Zarty throwing in a grenade there. There's also the grenades flying around. They're just blind. They're not actually... they don't know if they're going to hit somebody, but they hopefully get down a few health points, which they haven't for either team. Reflexy, oh, pardon me, watching Trophy Room. I have to be careful watching who knows doing. Okay. Kern and Exarty take down Aaron and Mighty Max. Luzza retaliates, taking down Exarty, but Kern takes down Pulse in the end. Ooh, Weber there with a very slow peek, but he manages to get the kill on Ulib. So we only have Luzza and Weber down for the Endpoint team. We've got Reflexy, Kern, and Otto ND for HAVU. Also checking secret, there is an AWPer there. Don't know if he knows that. Whether Weber is... He's going in there and he sees him and he takes him down. Doesn't have the bomb though. The bomb is now on the outside as Kern has taken down Mr. Luzza. Over here he's shoulder peeking, he's trying to get some information, he knows he's there, he can see them. And it is a 1v1. And Weber manages to get the headshot. Oh, when you've got the AK, one headshot's all you need. He takes down the AWP and I can imagine he's going to go get the Luzza. There he goes, he's got it now. Buys his grenades and takes his AWP. Wow, fantastic clutch there from Weber. Okay, so Otto ND comes in with Aaron, Pulse Weber and Pulse again, and Weber again take out 4 of the HAVU side. Reflexy manages to take out Pulse. Exarty here, we can see Weber, he's trying to get the shots off on the P2K and he manages to get it off somehow. What an incredible shot. Luzza and Mighty Max defending the bomb that's been planted. Exarty peeks his way onto sight. He doesn't know he's in Luzza's line of sight though, and there he goes, taken down. We all knew that was going to happen. As soon as Luzza locks on that angle, and you are in his way, you're going to die. Bit of teamwork here on the buying. Looks like the Finnish team are going to be buying... Oh, there's an AWP bought. A few rifles. Endpoint have been going outside quite a lot recently. In real life and in game. Now there's somebody on the other side of that container. The auto's going through. They run down secret, they're not even going to look back. Zarty is there, he puts the smoke grenade down, trying to block them from going down. And he manages to get the spray down. With the FAMAS. Through the smoke. And the stray grenade takes out Mighty Max from Kern. Incredible play. Okay, just making sure. Zarty's trying his luck again, but it doesn't look like he's going to get anything. Apart from a Molotov to the face, as well as 2 kills. Luzza and Aaron fall to his FAMAS. Weber here on his lonesome. Sitting on A site with no bomb to protect. He knows where it is, but he knows it's way too risky to try and get it. Oh, fantastic fake flash there. It wasn't a fake flash, it was a real flash. But he got in before the flash and just made him look away. Got the kill on. That was a fantastic play from Weber. How's he going to take on Zarty and Reflexy? You know, there's 2 players there because 2 Molotovs have gone down. Interesting shot. Oh, and he got taken out from behind, unluckily to him. Because Kern had followed up in the vents. Endpoint cannot afford a full buy this time, so they're opting for deals and the scouts instead. But we have HAVU with a full buy. Kern, yeah, no, they've got a full buy with 1 M4. Sure, they don't mind that much. Full grenades, defuse goods, and everyone apart from Zarty. Weber is flashed. Can't see anyone down in garage, apart from a grenade, which takes down 2 HP. I'm sure he won't miss it. flashbang comes in from HAVU on the outside. They can hear a lot of sounds. They can hear scoping in and all this. But they don't know where it's coming from. And even if they did, they wouldn't know exactly where it's coming from because they don't enter the room and then try and take on the angles. Zarty takes on Mighty Max and Pulse retaliates by killing out Kern. Oh, and then it all comes in from a tent. Oh my god, Otto ND, sorry, taking out Pulse as well. Leaving just Luzzer, who manages to take down Otto. The camera's done its thing again. Are we going to be able to change that? Yes, we are. Luzzer, with the scout, he changes it out for the AWP. He's in his element now. A 1v2 clutch with an AWP. My money's on Luzzer. Just kidding, I'm not betting. Please don't hold me to that. My proverbial money is on Luzzer. Just go, and Luzzer unfortunately doesn't quite get the kill. He gets sprayed down by Zarty through the wall.